I'm a Pinellas County deputy.
Okay.
My ID is not here, but I'm a Pinellas County deputy. This car is not mine.
Do you have anything with your name on it? Whose car is this?
My father's.
Hi.
So sorry.
You're fine.
I put the wrong one. She said because I'm driving too fast, but I'm a Pinellas County deputy.
You don't have to step out right now.
I could get out, I could get in. I mean, you could come in.
No.
Brought them over to their house, and then I was going back to my house.
Gotcha.
Because I am just living my life. Espanol, but
So you're Spanish?
yeah.
During a late-night interaction with law enforcement, Stephanie, a deputy in Pinellas County, found herself in a difficult predicament. The event took place when she was operating the vehicle that belonged to her father, which was not out of the ordinary for her. When she was pulled over for speeding, however, her journey took a detour that she had not anticipated.
You know, do you have your ID on you? Do you have any weapons on you?
No.
Okay.
Well, I'm a deputy, but
That's why I'm asking. Do you have any weapons on you? Or
I live right there.
Okay.
I would normally, but
Okay. Do you have some kind of ID or anything on you?
my ID is not here. But I'm a Pinellas County deputy.
Okay. Do you have some kind of ID on you?
The law enforcement officer who pulled Stephanie over had reasonable grounds for suspecting that she was under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Among other things, he noted that she had bloodshot and watery eyes, slurred speech, and a potent smell of alcohol on her breath. Stephanie, on the other hand, blamed her appearance on the fact that she wore contact lenses and denied that she had consumed any alcohol. Stephanie objected when an attempt was made to administer a field sobriety test. She questioned the necessity of having such tests in the first place.
Stay 10-12 with her. I gotta call us phone. Actually, my camera's speaking to supervisor. Hi.
So sorry.
You're fine.
I put the wrong one.
How are you?
Hey, how are you?
Good. Yeah. What's going on tonight?
I have no idea. I'm trying to get home.
Oh, okay. Do you know why she pulled you over?
She said because I'm driving too fast.
Oh, okay.
But I'm a Pinellas County deputy, and I'm just trying to get to my house, which is right there.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How long you been with ESO?
5 years.
Gotcha.
Is that a problem?
No, absolutely not.
Just trying to...
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Whatever she wanted to do.
The police were adamant about inspecting her eyes to discover whether or not she was drunk, but Stephanie put up a fight against it. She said that the officer's spotlight was too bright and that the test was biased against her. Stephanie persisted in stating her views, making it clear that she had no intention of complying with the officer's wishes. Throughout their interaction, Stephanie made a point to bring up the fact that she is a deputy with the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office. She may have hoped that this would have had some bearing on the course of the events.
I picked up someone, brought them over to their house, and then I was going back to my house.
Gotcha.
Because I am just living my life.
I gotcha.
And they actually live with Pinellas. And so I was like, oh, I'll bring you home.
Gotcha.
Boom, 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 boom. Easy.
Gotcha.
Espanol, but
Where from?
wait.
So you're Spanish?
Yeah,
From where?
you say where?
Mm-hmm.
Honey, you know you speak Spanish?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, pero way. Pero way.
Ah, okay. I'm Dominican.
Dominican?
Mhm.
Oh, no. 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 No.
What's wrong with that?
Italiano, okay?
Ah,
And I only speak some Spanish,
Gotcha.
okay?
In spite of this, the officer kept a professional approach and proceeded with the investigation. While the officer was trying, Stephanie told the officer that Ernie's locations and activities that evening. Stephanie told the officer that earlier that evening she had been downtown purchasing light fixtures and lights for an apartment complex. Stephanie's movements were being investigated by the officer at the time. She suggested going to see her sister, who resided in the area.
I want to give you every opportunity for you to show me that you're okay to drive. And I really hope that that's the results we get, okay? But at this point, I can't just look the other way.
That's where you're at right now?
Can I check your eyes real quick?
This is how you're doing it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I don't have a choice. It's
Yes,
the same
you do.
for anybody else.
No, yes, you do.
I can't treat anybody any differently.
Yes, you would.
No.
I wasn't in other people's lanes.
Okay. I'm not going to argue about that. There's dash cam video and all of that, okay? But we're past that point right now. The point is you were stopped. You're showing signs of impairment.
No, I'm not showing.
Okay. All right. I want to give you every opportunity to show
You know
that
what?
that's not the case.
I want to ask.
Uh-huh.
What signs of impairment was...
An officer persisted in questioning Stephanie about the activity she was involved in and the amount of alcohol she consumed, but Stephanie maintained that she had done nothing wrong. As Stephanie's explanations became more evasive, the officer's tolerance began to run thin and she began to lose his trust.
Follow it as far as you can go.
It's too far away.
Your eyes are drifting. You're not focusing on the fan. I just need you to focus on the fan, okay?
Your light is in my face. Too far up. Too far up. I can't see
You gotta look
it.
all the way up as far as your eye. You gotta go. Your eyes should go on as far up as they can go.
Can't see any further than that.
Hang out here on the... Alright. Are you able to spell your first and last name for me?
Sheoby Conigll.
Despite Stephanie's insistence that she was not intoxicated, the officer opted to proceed with a field sobriety test, which included walking heel to toe in a straight line and completing a one-legged stand. Stephanie's insistence that she was not impaired did not deter the officer. Stephanie's poor performance on these examinations was attributed to a bug as well as her choice to wear high heels.
I'm saying there's not a left side, right side, depending on the schedule. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's like A and B.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm on B.
Gotcha. So this is your light week?
Yeah.
Gotcha. For this, if it makes it easier, you can take your shoes off.
I feel like the road would probably be better for this. Is she new?
Been here longer than I have.
Then why is she doing this?
The officer's suspicions continued, and as a result, they made the decision to inform Stephanie of her rights under the Miranda warnings.
Need help? Careful. Alright. Maybe you come up, step up to this line. You ready? Alright, what I'm going to do is put your left foot on the line. Other left. And then you can put your right foot front like this, standing heel to toe. Arms down at your sides. Yep. So stay in that position. Don't move till I tell you to begin. Now, when I tell you to begin, you're going to take 9 heel to toe steps down the line, okay? It's going to look like this. 1, 2, 3, and so forth. End of the 9th step, you're going to keep your front foot planted. You're going to step off of your back foot. You're going to turn around by making a series of small steps. It'll look like this. Then you're going to take 9 heel to toe steps back down the line. 1, 2, 3, and so forth. Several things I want you to keep in mind during this test. When you look down at your feet, keep your arms down at your sides, count your steps out loud. Once you've started this test, I don't want you to stop until you finish. Do you have any questions?
So you want me to do 9 heel toe steps down the line.
Yep.
And then on the 9th, you want me to do small steps, counting out. And then 9 heel steps.
Yep. Turn around as I demonstrated. Keep your front foot planted. You're going to step off of your back foot. And you're just going to turn around like this. You don't need to count your steps when you're turning around. You count your steps down, your 9 steps down, and your 9 steps back. Okay?
No.
Okay. You may begin.
1, 2, 3.
Stephanie gave the officer her permission to question her, but she only disclosed a few details about her plans for the evening, such as the fact that she had been downtown earlier and that she intended to go back home.
Pick up forever.
Okay, that's fine. I'll let you know when to begin, okay?
Okay, whenever you want.
All right.
A soda can, right?
Yep. You may begin.
1001, 1002,
Down to your feet.
1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010, 1008, 1009, 1010, 1011, 1012,
Hands over your sides.
1000.
Keep down your hands next to you.
Oh, now I forgot.
And now you may stop.
Oh.
I'll conclude our field sobriety test.
Sorry, I miscounted when you said.
Got a bug in my nose.
Huh?
The bug just flew
The
in my
bugs. You have to get in the. If you're in the grass, you're gonna get the bugs.
All right. I want to ask you some questions about tonight. I have to read you your rights first, okay? This is a specific question.
After reading Stephanie's rights, the officer proceeded to investigate the incident further and attempted to get in touch with Stephanie's sister so that she could help mediate the conflict.
Light pieces for your apartment.
Okay.
You know
Okay.
what I'm talking about.
Do you remember what it's called?
I don't remember, but you can buy a couple pieces.
Where else did you go? Do you remember a couple pieces of what? You're saying that.
Like pictures
Okay.
for apartment complexes.
Okay.
But it's like
lamps?
yeah, lamps. Lamps. There were a lot of dogs there.
Remember where else you went?
No, we were just trying to piece furniture together.
What time is it right now without looking, if you had to guess?
12 o'clock.
How much do you have to drink while you were down there?
I didn't have anything.
On the other hand, it was still unclear if Stephanie would be held accountable in any way or face any consequences as a result of the event.
Sure.
What? Like just your stuff? Do you have anything else you want?
My wallet.
Where is that?
It should be in the passenger seat.
Just that? Just your wallet and your phone? No, I know. I was gonna.
Sure.
What? Like just your stuff?
Yeah.
Do you have anything else you want?
My wallet.
Where is that?
It should be in the passenger seat.
Just that? Just your wallet and your phone?
The interaction that took place between Stephanie and the officer highlighted the difficulties that law enforcement officials face when trying to ascertain whether or not a person is sober and maintain the law.
Is that the only number for your sister?
Why?
She's not picking us.
Well, she's asleep.
Okay. If I can't get a hold of it, I'm gonna keep trying.
Is there if we called over her phone? Sometimes
Yeah.
she's more likely to answer.
If she doesn't pick up, we're gonna have to tell it. Okay. I'm gonna keep trying though, but. Alright.
It is what it
Do
is.
you want us to try off of your phone? Is she more likely to answer if she sees something from you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Can you?
I tried.
Huh?
What is it again?
Fuck.
Your call is forwarded to an... Please give me a phone, sir.
Alright, do you want anything other than your wallet and your phone out of your car?
The fact that Stephanie insisted over and over again that she was not impaired, in addition to the fact that she was a deputy, made the matter more complicated. The conclusion of the incident was still unknown, and the way in which Stephanie behaved in the future and worked with the authorities would be a significant factor in determining the outcome. At the start of this clip, we see two cars pulling over on the side of the freeway, one belonging to the cameraman and the other to his friend, who was pulled over by state troopers for speeding. When the officer notices that the cameraman is with the guy who was pulled over, he asks him to pull over in front of him as well, but since the cameraman realized this was just retaliation, he decided to just pull over behind the cop car at that moment. Let's see what happens next.
Okay.
So,
Driver's license and registration, please.
you're lying. But you're pulling him over, right?
You and him both.
You just told me you were pulling him over, so.
Yeah, well, he was going 87, you were going 85.
No,
Since you
I
don't
got my
wanna do what
cruise
I tell
on.
you to.
I got my cruise
give me
on.
your driver's license and your registration and insurance.
The cop asked the car driver to provide his driver's license and registration papers, to which the driver replied that the cop must be fooling around as the cop pulled over the driver's friend's car. The officer replied that he has pulled over both cars. The cop decides to cite both drivers for speeding, even though the cameraman claims to have his cruise control on.
Well, you got to give me a minute for the registration, but here's my license. And you realize that how can you see my speed when he's right in front of me?
You're following him. So here's what I did. I hit my front radar on him. He was going 87. As soon as he passed, it went to 85 on you. I never stopped the radar. That's the way it is.
Do you have a printout of that?
The man hands over his license to the officer, unaware that the officer can see his speed. The officer then explains, he's right in front of me and you're following him, so here's what I did. I hit my radar on him and he was going 87, but as soon as he passed, it went to 85 on you.
Now,
Or
when I make
picture
a
that to
traffic
prove that?
stop, if you don't do as I say by pointing to the front of him,
As you
by
say,
being
is
behind
that
me,
lawful?
I'm trying to make
Is that a
sure I have.
lawful order?
Yeah, it is, because
How's
it's
that?
officer safety. You're obstructing my
Officer
traffic
safety
stop.
is not a law.
So I want you to pull the front of him
Officer
so that
safety
you're
is
not
not a law.
behind me,
Quote me the
so that
code
I
for
can
that.
make sure that I.
Can you quote me the law for that?
The officer then declares that we'll conduct a traffic stop. If you don't do as I say and I pull in front of him, I'm doing everything I can to ensure officer safety. You're in my way, so I'd like you to pull the problem behind me just to be sure.
The code?
I'm not going to pull you the law for that.
Then there is no
a
law for
lawful
that.
Order. It is a lawful order.
There's got to be
on
a code
traffic
for it.
Stop.
There has to be a
44B
code
100.
for it. For officer safety, there is no code.
I don't care.
Just like there's no code for public safety.
Why is it
What's
that
the
you won't do
problem?
what I tell you to?
I'm with him, okay? It's not safe for me to just pull up ahead.
The man knows that the cop is lying and building up the laws that are not real, so he asks the cop to quote the law for whatever he says.
I don't exactly go to the front of
I'm
people's
already
vehicles
pulled
because
over.
if you had a gun or something like that, you could always.
What are you so scared of?
What do you mean? What am I scared of? That's the way we maintain our
You think
officer
everybody's
safety.
out to get you?
That is the way we maintain
Why do
our
you guys
officer
always
safety.
think-
I don't know who you are. I don't know
Your
where you're
officer
coming from.
safety issue is ridiculous. You
Huh?
realize that?
The cops then explain why he is terrified. He responds, you could always have a gun or something like that. I'm afraid that's the way we make Do You Think? Everyone's trying to get you. That's how we made it. What do you think? Here the man responds, I don't know who you are, and the safety issue is ridiculous. You realize you have one of the least dangerous professions in the world, and I don't have to cooperate since you didn't pull me over. You pulled him over.
There's the insurance.
Stand by.
The man gives the insurance and registration to the cop, but what happens next is going to shock you. They just leave. The man then decides to follow them. The cop appears to refuse to disclose his service ID or information about a supervisor, instead merely handing the driver a ticket and telling him everything's on there. We have a suspicion the cop wants to get rid of this individual as soon as possible.
I give that all to
I
you
need it
on a
from
card.
you. No,
I'm
you
gonna give
can verbalize it.
I'm gonna give it to
It's
you.
the law. You're supposed to verbalize it.
I'm gonna give it.
Can
I'm
you
gonna give
verbally
you. All I have to
identify
do is
yourself?
provide it to you. That's
Verbally.
all I have to do. I'm
Verbally.
gonna explain your citation
Someone
to
that
you.
has vision
This
problems
is your violation.
is
Do you
the
have
reason
vision
why.
problems?
When the man asks for the police badge number, the officer refuses and says, I'll give it to you. However, when the man begs him to verbalize it, the cop continues to refuse. After the continuous refusal of information, the cop gives the violation for speed to the man and leaves.
Your violation is for speed.
Oh,
You're going
what?
85 and a 70,
Hmm.
and they give you a violation citation for
Okay, what's your
80
name?
and a 70.
What's your name and badge
You're
number?
right down here.
What's your name and
Name
badge
and
number?
badge number,
Are you
right
going to
down
fail to
here.
identify?
And now our next interaction between the cops and a citizen. The video begins with a man standing on the road leading to Iowa State Prison. Despite the fact that the road is publicly accessible, the cops say that it is private property.
And your instruction on how to pay out a contest, whichever you choose. My
Who-
information
who's
is
your
down here.
supervising officer?
Huh?
Who's your
My
supervisor?
information is down here. I'm providing that information to you.
Who's your
There's
supervisor?
information. Have a safe day.
The cop approaches the man and tells him, "We're not going to be concerned about you standing out here filming if you go back and approach that prison. If we get a call about that, we'll come up here and arrest you." That leads to you being warned by an employee to keep off the prison location.
So we rode our bikes back this way because there's no signs right here saying that it's, private property or not publicly accessible. What's up, Skywalker? And so we rode back over in here, and Dum Dum decides to tell me that we're on private property. I understand it's penitentiary property, but this is a public accessible road to their visitors' parking lot. So,
Storybox Audio.
The cameraman shows the location and mentions that we rode our bikes back this way because there were no signs indicating that this is private land or public property that is not accessible to the public. So we came back in here and he informed me that we were on private property. I understand it's a necessary property, however, this is a public road leading to the visitor's parking lot. Florida just backed up here, claiming that this was a private road, and you claim that there was a sign up here, but the only sign is the K9 on premises. That's all.
yeah, I know, and it's over this road. He says it's private, but there's no sign saying it's not. So, and there's the parking lot's right there, right? That's where you go in to visit somebody, right? So this is open road, right? Right, and then he's trying to tell me it's private, but I know it's not. You know it's not, because the public. How do I go and visit somebody if I want to visit somebody, right? Well, the parking lot. Right, so that's where I would go to the door though to find out, on information on how to visit somebody, right? Yeah. Right. See, and I say it on. You're good as long as you're on the road. Right. Roadway, like meaning this road. Oh, see, no. See, that's where I'm going to contest because. There's no sign saying I can't go down this road. He said there's no access, no public access, only whatever personnel.
Next, an officer arrives and the cameraman asks the officer about the property. The cameraman explains it's private, yet there's no sign stating otherwise. So the parking lot's right there, and that's where you're going to see someone, right? So if this is an open road, how do I go visit someone if I wish to see someone? So that's where I would go to the door to find out information on how to visit someone, right? The cop tries all he can to persuade the man to leave, but the cameraman continuously informs the officer he is perfectly legal to be on the road. The cops then tell him it's fine to film and be in the area, but they still ask for his ID. But what happens next is going to shock you and make you laugh. This is when the guy simply hands him a piece of paper with their ID scribbled on it, knowing full well he's not legally compelled to identify himself.
They just want you to stay on the shoulder.
There you go. Yeah, I got my name. Hold on. YOURFIRSTNAME. Your first name.
Next, the man gives the same type of paper written on it with the name. This is surely a lesson for the cops using the law inefficiently. The man's now done with his tricks and asks the cops if anyone's informed about you guys coming over here because this is definitely public property and there's no sign over here. Here, something strange happens when the cops go from ordering to requesting. So what happened just now, and what did the man show them? Just take a look. The man then leaves after displaying his weapon, which is the law document outlining what rights the police would be violating if the man was not allowed to remain there.